So here is the Markwhen interface. We've got the text editor on the left here, and we've got the timeline view on the right. It's currently empty because I haven't put anything in yet, but let's go ahead and make an example timeline of maybe a trip to Europe, right? Europe trip, okay? And let's say that we're gonna go to Athens, and our flight arrives at August 15th, 8 p.m. We can add a location of this, Athens, Greece. And on the timeline, let's go to the right date. Here we go. August 15th, 8 p.m., and this would be 2022. We've got Athens, and we've got our location that it figured out. Looks about right to me. And let's say we're going to be in Athens for like a day and a half, 1 day, 12 hours in the Herodian Hotel. And we can add a location of that as well. Herodian Hotel in Athens. And that's a map. 1 day, 12 hours. That's better. Okay, so what's nice about this is that instead of actually specifying a date here, I specified a relative date or a duration. So it automatically figured out that we're talking in reference to the previous event, right? And we've got our location in there as well. Cool. So we're in Athens for, looks like what, 2 nights. We do some stuff there. And then let's say after that, we're going to head over to Rome. We've got a flight booked on the 17th for Sky Express to Rome. That's fun. And we can add Rome here on the map, on the map view here. Map. Perfect. Land in Rome on the 17th. Okay. And we're going to be in Rome for a night. So let's say we've got August 17th from 6 p.m. to the following morning, which I got to make 8 a.m. Hotel Artemidi. I don't know how that's pronounced. And we can add a location here as well. And we've got our hotel. Okay, very cool. So we've got a couple events here. It might be helpful actually, since we've got 2 different countries, maybe we could separate these out. We've got our Greece section here, and we've got our Italy section here. It would also be nice if they were maybe colored. So we've got Greece, and we've got Italy. Italy, I'm thinking maybe should be, oh, here we go, kind of like a magenta color. That looks good. Okay, we're in Rome for a bit, and then I think we're going to head down to the Amalfi Coast. It sounds like a good idea. So on the 18th, from 6 p.m. to the 20th at 8 a.m., we're going to be in a hotel, Buca di Bacco. Not sure if that's pronounced correctly, but that sounds good enough to me. And we can get the location for that. Cool. This, incidentally, would actually be the itinerary for my wife and I's honeymoon, had we not instead gone to New York to find a place to live since she got a new job. But it's fun to imagine what could have been. So we've got, and then so we're in Italy for a bit, and then we're going to head back to Greece to do the rest of our trip in Santorini. So we've got a flight on the 21st at 6 a.m. Naples to Santorini flight. And we can say that we'll put Naples on this one. Cool. And then from the 21st, maybe we get to the hotel at like 12 p.m. to the 24th. Check out at like 8 a.m. We're in honeymoon Petras Villas. That sounds pretty cool, right? Honeymoon Petras Villas, and we'll have a map view on that as well. Let's say while we're here, we want to get a few things done. We want to explore the Santorini area. Maybe we want to go on a hike, regardless of what that might be or where that might be, somewhere on the island. We want to take a boat trip or some kind of boat excursion. Sounds fun. And then, of course, we want to eat some Mediterranean food, which I think should be pretty doable. So what's nice about this is with the checkboxes, it kind of gives you a progress bar here that fills in as you tick these off. That can be also ticked off from the timeline view itself, right? Fills in your progress bar there, which is pretty neat. The other thing that you can do, so just notice this. This is Italy, but we need to actually make a new section here for Greece because we're going to be back in Greece at this point. We can tag this accordingly. Cool. And maybe we just want to see what we're doing in Greece and forget about Italy for the time being. So we can, of course, filter by different tags and see only what we want to at a specific time. What else? And then maybe after we're in Santorini for a bit, we fly back to the United States. And we'll say, so we're here through the 8 a.m. and we'll say that our flight is at noon or so, flight back to the States. And we can say, let's be more specific. We're going to come back to Seattle map. Right. Let's say though that maybe our plans changed and we want to stay in Santorini longer. What's nice about these relative dates, like I have here 12 p.m., it refers to the previous date, and so if we extend our duration here, it automatically fills in and puts back into the timeline your new times and dates. Let's make it look a little bit better. Let's just say we're going to do full days as opposed to times, and we've got our dates automatically filled in for us, and this one moves back accordingly if we push our flight back. Similarly, if we move one of these forward, this one is also relative to this one. If we move this forward, we can see that the 1 day and 12 hours also moves forward accordingly. You can also see as I'm hovering over events in the timeline view that they are highlighted in the editor, and vice versa. When I'm over the editor, they're highlighted in the timeline view, which is handy when we've got a lot of events going. You can see what you're referring to as you're going through them. What's nice about this specific example is that because we've got locations associated with these, we can go to the map view and we can see, oh boy, where are we? Oops, I'll check this out, Naples. So maybe we need to be a little bit more specific about Naples because we're not going to Naples, Florida. This is going to be Naples, Italy. If it'll let me type here, Naples, Italy. Here we go. That's better. Okay, that looks about right. So we start here in Athens and then we go up here to Rome. Looks good. Down to the Amalfi Coast, flying out of Naples over to Santorini, right? Very nice. So these are just some of the features of Markwhen. We can't go through all of them right now, but we've got a couple different views. You can see where they are relative to other events on the timeline. You can move things around from the timeline view, extend them, move them up and down. There's a lot of options with how you can interact with it, not only from the editor, but from the timeline view itself. We can select some of these. We can hit the edit button and it'll take our cursor right to the corresponding line in the editor where we have defined the event, right? So a lot of possibilities here. We can add new events from the timeline. We can move them around, a lot of stuff to do. So just a little example of some of the things you can do with the Markwhen editor. Thanks, hope you enjoyed it.